Hey friends, welcome or welcome back. Some days motivation doesn't show up, but we still have to find small ways to care for our home. Today we're pushing through the mess gently. So today we're doing a kitchen reset. This is going to be a part one. I didn't get a chance to get to my pantry, and I have a list of things that I want to declutter, or rooms I should say, that I wanted to declutter before the boys start school. And at the time of this video, it is July, so we are cleaning the kitchen like I said before, and today was just one of those days that I knew I was going to clean the kitchen. I just wasn't sure if I was going to get to the fridge. It was one of those days where the mess felt louder than my motivation. And I wanted to make sure that I got some of the smaller things on my list checked off, knowing that the kitchen had needed my attention, but the energy just wasn't there. You know those days when even the smallest task feels like a mountain? Today was definitely one of those days. I just did not feel like cleaning, but I had so much on my list to do, and like I said, my end goal was to have some of my rooms finished before the boys start school. So this Sunday I started off with my fruits. This is part of my Sunday routine. I pretty much do this whenever I go to Aldi or the grocery store. I like to get my fruits and stuff together for the week for my boys and my family, just in case they want fruit or just like snacks throughout the day to kind of eat. It just makes it easier for me when I have certain systems in place. And that's another reason I wanted to get my house together, because I haven't decluttered my house in probably about 6 months. So a lot of the systems that I had used before either weren't working or we had outgrown them. And as I was going through my strawberries, my youngest one had asked for some, so I just kind of gave him some fruit too. Another thing, even in this voiceover, I don't know if you guys can tell, I have just very low energy. We hosted yesterday and had this party. It was really nice for the family, and it was one of those summer barbecue, kind of like end of the summer barbecues. I did my summer garden that I had been raving about in my thrift style and haul videos, and it was actually a success. So I do want to remake it for you guys in the next couple of videos and just kind of show you how I did my tablescape and some of the fun things that I did for this summer. But back to this video, even when you're not feeling motivated, sometimes it's not about the motivation. Sometimes you can just turn your song on or your favorite TV show, and it's about finding small ways to show up anyway, even though you're not motivated. And that sometimes can kind of give you the perseverance to kind of get through the tasks that you need to get done. Now, as I was going through some of the smaller things, I decided to open the fridge to put my fruit in there, and that's when I saw what I needed to do. So I started with one row at a time of taking things out in the freezer, and little by little, I just started kind of chipping away at the freezer and trying to get that done. Now, as I did this freezer, I can tell you the freezer wasn't hard for me. I felt like I did this very easily. Honestly, we didn't have a lot of stuff in here because I knew I needed to do a grocery restock, so the freezer wasn't hard. When I opened the fridge and had to start going through my condiments and the side drawer, that's when I needed that motivation, you guys. When I tell you I almost stopped recording once I saw this sauce drawer, I was just almost through, but I was like, Crush, you already started the freezer, just keep pushing through. Now, some days when you feel like you can push through, I say go ahead and do it. But if you feel like you really just can't do it, then don't worry about it. Put it off for another day. Today was one of those days where I had a little bit of energy, but I just wasn't trying to use too much of it because I still had other things to do that I needed to complete for that day. And I knew I still had to cook dinner, so I just wasn't trying to burn myself out. But like I said, I just took it one drawer at a time. Whenever I'm doing fridge declutters or freezer declutters, and even in my older videos, I do recommend doing one drawer at a time instead of taking everything out, because sometimes when you take everything out completely out of the fridge, sometimes you can be a little overwhelmed. And as I'm taking one shelf out, I kind of go through to see what's expired, what we need, what we don't need, and I'll just kind of either make a mental note of what we need. It makes it easier for me to be able to see what we have. And I like to do this before I do my grocery restocks, because not only do I get to put the food in a clean fridge, but if I had like fully loaded my fridge without cleaning it, I probably would not have checked it off my list today. I was watching a few of my videos from a few months ago, and I used to share with you what I would watch. And currently on Netflix, I have a few shows I'm watching. One I did start was called Hunting Wives, and that's kind of real popular right now. I haven't seen the whole thing, only a few episodes. But one thing I thought about, especially as a stay-at-home mom and homemaker, when they had asked the lady what she does, and she told them, and she asked what they do, they said, "We're just wives." And when they said that, you guys, I felt that in my soul. I felt that, because that's what I just like to say to people sometimes. It's like I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I do homemaking, but just being a wife just kind of summed it up. They had a different meaning to theirs, but I still love that answer. It was just something so simple about it that, I don't know. A few shows on Prime that are really good are G20 with Viola Davis. She is acting as like the president of the United States, and it's a whole lot of action in that movie. So I would definitely recommend that if you haven't seen it, or if you're looking for shows on Prime. I want to share a few things with you. I did run errands today, and I went to Goodwill, I went to Aldi, I went to Costco, and I went to our local grocery store. And I was able to pick up, I did put all of the things away, but I did get 2 packs of these chocolate chip muffins. I went to Goodwill today, and you guys, I'm kind of upset because I've been at least 3 times so far within the last 2 weeks, and I have not found anything. I went out empty-handed twice. Today I did find this. It's like this little dish that you can use to put like your soap dispensers and stuff on, or just anything. You could be really creative with this, but I'm gonna put my soap dispensers on this. This was only $1.99. I didn't see any fall items today, and Christmas there was a few, but they weren't that good either. I feel like a lot of the stuff was kind of picked over, and I went early in the morning, so I'm gonna have to figure out something. Like, I like to normally go like Monday or Tuesdays, or even Sunday evenings. Like, I'll kind of go sporadically throughout the week, and sometimes they put things out like closer to the afternoon. That's how I was able to find that dresser. If you guys had watched the last style and thrift with me, check that out if you haven't. But I went a little later, and they actually were putting some of the good stuff out, so I might have to go a little later and see. But anyways, we're gonna move back on. I went to Aldi, like I mentioned before, and I was able to get these really cute dispensers. These are the little soap dispensers that they have. It's by Kirkton House, and I noticed that line has a lot of homeware and home decor, so I grabbed 3 of them. And like I said before, I'm probably going to use them to put like on this little tray right here. Yeah, I was debating on going back to get some more to use in our bathrooms, but I feel like my boys would probably break them. Not my oldest, but my little one probably would, so I'm gonna hold off on that. I also got this from Aldi. This is their cashmere woods. This is crafted with notes of sandalwood and jasmine. I used to get a vanilla woods, I think a few years ago. It's been years since I've actually put these back in my house, and I can't remember. I really think it was vanilla woods, which was a different one, but I wanted to try this one out and see how this smells. I'll let you guys know. I am not quite really in the fall mood yet, but I did want to start grabbing things because I'm noticing everywhere I go, a lot of the fall decor is slowly but surely not there. So moving on, I did go to Dollar Tree for the rest of these items. I saw they had these cute burlap bows, and I like to decorate the wreaths on my door every season, so I'm probably going to use these for that. I also got a little wreath hanger. I should have grabbed some more of these. I might go back and get some other colors because I do want to put them throughout the house and outside. And then I also grabbed, like I said, some faux like florals. Like these here. I thought they were really cute. And then these actually came in the bundles that they have. They're like $3 each. These were $1 each. And so I just grabbed 2 of like the little bundles. And then a pair of leaves, maple leaves here. My spring wreath, not really too invested into this. I really honestly kind of just threw this together because I wanted something on the door, something to kind of hold me until fall. So the florals that I bought today probably will be going up here on this wreath. And then down here, I don't know if I showed you or not, but I did buy some florals. These right here I've had for years. I just decided to put them in the planter here. I think I did show you guys these. And then these I had bought too, just from like a different mixture of places like Dollar Tree. Some are from Hobby Lobby, but I just love faux florals because I feel like they never die, especially on the front door. Every day I come out here, I love seeing them. They're beautiful. And then I have my vincas over here. They are growing. As you can see, they're getting bigger, you guys. And then I have this one here. I'm going to show you the ones in the backyard too, because those are getting really huge now. It's so beautiful, you guys. They've got huge. I have already clipped them one time already, but they're gorgeous, and I can't wait for the ones in the front to get just like this. I'm really debating on adding some more just to this area right here to finish it up because it is still July. Okay, it's hot out there. I had to come inside, but it is still July, and I'm really debating on watch. But anyways, I'm still debating on adding some more to that little area over there because it's still July, and it doesn't get cold here in California until like, I want to say late October. So I feel like I have a lot of time still, and we're in the hundreds this week too. So I don't know, we'll see. But they're beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up, kind of like retouch up a few more areas here. We're not really going too much throughout the house today. We're kind of just going to the kitchen. Not too much today. For dinner, I'm probably going to be doing I got this rotisserie chicken from Costco. I'm gonna shred that up. And then I got these are the deli rolls from Aldi. I love these. These are good sub rolls. I don't eat them anymore because it has to be gluten-free for me. But the boys love this, and normally I'll just kind of make this. I'll cut up like some vegetables for them to put on top of it. They can use ranch, they can do cheese. They love it. So I'll even toast these in the oven slightly a little bit just for it to have like that nice crispy taste. Put a little butter on the bread, and then they can add like their toppings and stuff to it. So we're gonna have this for dinner, or they're gonna have this for dinner, probably with like some French fries or some chips. And it's gonna be one of those easy meals tonight for me. I'm not really doing anything too big or cooking too much tonight, so.
And another one was Heads of State. That one was really funny for me. That one had Idris in it, and it also had John Cena in it. And I thought John Cena did a good job in that show. I like him when he acts like he's more comical in movies, and I felt like that one went a really long way. It's one of those movies that you have to pay attention to from the very beginning because the action takes off from the start, and I like shows like that. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to kind of watch shows that have to build up. I kind of just want to get straight to it, but this show, Heads of State, was really good too. Now that the fridge is finished, I'm feeling a little bit more motivated that I got that task out the way. I wiped down my counters and I started to slowly focus on the simple things that I needed to get done on my checklist. And even though I didn't get a chance to restock my pantry or even get my pantry cleaned out or declutter the drawers in my kitchen, this part always feels like a fresh start for me. And on today and days like this, it was enough. In the kitchen, it isn't spotless. The to-do list is still there. But today, I showed up even when I didn't feel like it, and that's what matters. Sometimes homemaking isn't about chasing the perfect homes or perfectly timed routines. It's about choosing to move gently through the mess, and that knowing that even the smallest resets shift the atmosphere in our homes. If you're in a season where your energy feels low, I hope this reminds you that you don't need to do it all. Just take it one step at a time, and that's more than enough. One more thing I wanted to share with you is, as a homemaker, taking care of our homes is very important, but I'm very big on being thankful for what I have and also letting God know that I'm appreciative of what I have. So that's another reason that I take care of my home, not only to keep it clean, but just to remind myself of, one, how good God is, and to just be thankful of what He's given me. As I clean my home, I thank Him for the little things that I have and try and be a little bit more appreciative, because I've always had this motto where if you take care of what you have, God will always bless you with bigger and better things. Me and my friend were talking about being a stay-at-home mom and some of the challenges that we face. And I know I've mentioned that in one of my other videos, but I do have another topic that I think I would want to share with you guys. Just let me know, one, if you've made it this far in the video, and two, if you would want me to do a video on it. I was thinking of doing a video on how to budget with just one income. I do a lot of thrifting in my home, and I do like a lot of the pieces that I find, but I also make sure that I find value in the pieces that I get from the thrift store. So that's one of my hobbies that I like doing and why I like going. One, because I can kind of just get a little me time, but two, I get to shop for things that I want to get for my home and just kind of add to the value of our home. So really quick, I have the Glade air fresheners that I want to share with you. By the way, they do smell amazing. They're not too strong. If you don't like heavy scents, I feel like they work perfectly. One thing I do like about the Glade fresheners is that you can change the setting for how strong you want it. I like to keep mine on low, and I only have 2 in the house right now, but I might get one more plug in because it's pretty strong enough to be able to smell them throughout the house. I like it when I go outside and I come back in, and that's the first smell that you get. It does have hints of jasmine in it as well, and it smells really, really good. It's subtle, if that makes sense. Kind of adding like a perfume to your home. So definitely would recommend these. And if you made it this far, I would ask that you would like and comment so that I know you enjoy these type of videos. This is a few in our first summer decluttering series. I have a mom car wash and a fall tablescape and a few other things coming up, so make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video very soon.